Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America's Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scotts, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage of the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams on the play action. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Williams to throw on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. Out of the gun, Young. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Running once more with Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Young on the play action. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they take him down right along the 30.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Komet pulls it in along the sideline. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be Panthers football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Legette's got it. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Malik Hooker with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
Motion man sent left. 2nd and 4. This finds Smith. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Hands off here for Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He's got Smith. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Again, it's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play action now. Young. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. This is ahead for about 5. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. To the air on 1st down, Young. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Eligible receiver downfield.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 1st down.
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Still sticking with the passing game. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receiver.
Touchdown, Carolina! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, They really want their chance, and they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play, and he sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers push their lead to 3. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Williams set to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Running back sent in motion. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Young to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. First down, ball at the 36. Now Williams. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Now we're on the counter. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Panthers pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, it freed that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. One of the tight ends in motion left. On first down, here comes Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Out of the gun, Young. Finds Sanders. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Young working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. The Bears about set for their next possession. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. First down throw by Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on first down. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Bears working here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Roma Dudes a touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Nixon now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Young throwing here. And that one's unsuccessful.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Gets this to Sanders. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Complete. It's Atwell. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 3 on that gain. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's got the hook up to Atwell. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jalen Johnson with the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Young. That's incomplete left side.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Williams to throw on first. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Setting up the screen. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Third down, here's Williams. This one falls incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward to the 23. So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Amon-Ra St. Brown, over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Buccaneers are going to need to put together one heck of a run in the second half, but the win does move them to 3-6 on the year. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. In the first half, it was Jonathan Brooks who had it working. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same
all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Nixon now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. To the air on first down, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Atwell, the motion man here. On 2nd and 10, Young finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. That's complete till he gets. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Young looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Whistles sound as the defense decides to call timeout. On 3rd down, it's Young. That's caught for the first. He has the Carolina touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. They'll run it from the gun. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Williams from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Komet brings it in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Atwell, the motion man here. Young working from the gun. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Young. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. To throw, Williams. Completed here to Komet. And they bring him down around the 34. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Kid, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a 1st down as close as they were to the sticks.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that. I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Carolina offense headed out now. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Young throwing here. Vacates quickly left side. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Taking off with it again. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds Sanders. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run again with Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now it's Young. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and just 2 to go. Atwell, the motion man here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. On the give, it's Brooks. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Fits it through the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Forced out to his right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
3rd down from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
First, 17.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down. They'll run here from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. Oh, he lost the football. Panthers pick this one up. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every. It is especially a killer.
The Panthers set to take the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. They give it to him again. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Motioning him from the slot right. The give here on 2nd. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air. And any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bears 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Brooks. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. They've got first down from the 31. Running once more with Brooks. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. 2nd and 3 now. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.